Hey guys, Chris from Provo Audio Installation, and today we're doing rear speakers on a 2003 Ford Ranger. This Ranger model has the 4 doors, so both rear doors do actually open. In this install, we're going to show you how to remove this panel, which is actually quite difficult. So you can get access to the factory 6x8 in the door. We'll get that removed, head over to the bench, show you the speaker and the wiring harness that will be needed for this install. Then we'll get back here and get it reinstalled. Let's get started. Now the first thing that we need to do, this panel actually held on with clips, but we got to get this seatbelt bolt out of the way so we have enough space to get the panel out. This panel is held in with tons of clips all the way around, and they are so tight, and with the age of this vehicle, it's more than likely that some may break. So just be aware of that as you get started here. But we need to pop the clips all around, and then this comes out of the way so we can get to the speaker here. So the first thing we need to do is pop this cover off up and around the seatbelt. And I have a 15mm. Go ahead and remove this bolt. Okay, so once that's out of the way here, next is clips all the way around. Now there's usually tons of clips and they seat in the door very well, so be aware of that. So take your time. We have this panel popper removal, so we can try to get this in back behind the clip so we can leverage this to pull it out. Again, you're probably going to break it because of the age of the truck, but take your time, there's no need to rush. We're going to go ahead all the way around. There's clips, there's even clips down here at the base, potentially one up here as well. So again, take your time. It's going to be a little bit of work, but it'll be worth it in the end to get that speaker out. Alright, so with all the popped and clips out of the way, this panel should come free. Most of the clips do stay in the door. So you can see we got all the clips still in the door. So we'll use between a needle nose plier and this panel tool, we'll try to work them out without breaking them. So we can put them back in the door panel before reinstalling the panel once the speaker has been replaced. Alright, so we got all our clips pulled out of the door and then back in the panel here. We're actually super lucky, none of our clips broke on this. At this point we need to go ahead and get our speaker removed. Now this is a factory 6x8 held in with 4 6mm bolts. Go ahead and get that removed. Once that's out of the way, go ahead and press the tab and the harness should pop off. Just like so. We're done with our factory 6x8. Let's head over to our makeshift bench here for today and show you the speaker and the harness that are needed for this install. Okay, so the parts that we're going to need here, first and foremost, our chosen speaker, just a very basic factory replacement, are these Crunch Audio 5x7/6x8 inch speakers. They do fit both. It's a coaxial with the mid-range and the tweeter all in one. We're going to use this to bolt up to the factory location using the factory hardware. Now additionally, to plug it in, we have a wiring harness adapter, and these are by Metra. This is the Metra 72-5600 wiring harness here. Essentially this will plug into the factory plug in the door. These ends go to our speaker. So all we need to do here on the bench is get this hooked up to the terminals on here, and we'll head back to the car and get them installed. So there's our factory plug. These should plug right on in, which they do. Put this in here. Okay, we got that all reinstalled. Now typically it's a good idea to make sure you test this to ensure that the harness and everything's working properly before you get the door panel back on. Okay, so with everything working properly, let's go ahead and get our panel back on. Now remember, Make sure all your clips are back in the door panel here before you start getting it all reinstalled. Okay, so I went ahead and popped the panel all back on here, just making sure all the clips went back into place. You can kind of see the new speaker in the grill, which is kind of cool. Well, that's about it for this install. If you have any questions on what we did here, post a comment below. If you're wondering how to do this on the other side, it's the same process, just a mirror image. Be sure to hit that like button if you like what you saw. And don't forget to subscribe. We post great content here on the channel all the time. And we will certainly see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.